In this video, we're going to be installing the brand new ProBeam LED vent inserts from Custom Dynamics. What's up? My name is Andrew. This is my YouTube channel, Touring Midwest. Right here, we're all about exploring the Midwest from a biker's perspective. So whether you're into motorcycles or you just want to know where to find the best burgers, brews, and things to do and see in the area, consider hitting that subscribe button. We'll get on with this video. We're going to be installing this brand new ProBeam LED vent insert kit on my 2016 Harley Davidson Road Glide Ultra. Now I'm super excited about this. This is a brand new product just releasing at Sturgis 2019. So if you're fortunate enough to be out at the rally right now, you can head over to Black Hills Harley Davidson, find the Custom Dynamics truck, and have them install this on your motorcycle right there and enjoy it for the trip. But if you've missed the rally, I'm going to show you how to install it yourself right now. To get started, let's just open up the packaging and see what all comes in the box. So this is actually available in a few different options. I opted for the black on black, the black trim and the black grill, but it's also available in chrome bezel with a stainless steel grill and whatever. I think you can kind of get whatever combination you want. I'm not exactly sure what the options are. Like I said, there's no information on this yet. Brand new product. I was able to get my hands on it a little bit early, so I'm just kind of going with that. But just to give you a reference, this is the black on black. This is the chrome with stainless. You obviously get both the right and the left LED vent inserts and a little package with instructions from Custom Dynamics, which are always really well done, some zip ties, and your wiring harness. So our first step is going to be to get the fairing apart. To do that, we need to start by removing the windshield. So we're going to loosen up the two trim bolts on each side. That's going to be where we start. Once you've done that, you should be able to just pull the windshield right up. Just in case you're curious, this windshield trim here is the Custom Dynamics Dynamic LED windshield trim. If you still have the stock windshield trim, you can just pull it off and set it aside. This is actually connected, so I'm just going to place it, just going to kind of let it hang off the back of the fairing there. The next thing you're going to want to do is remove your vent, which is this plastic part right here. Just kind of get in front of it, get your hand up in here, and lift straight up. It'll pop right out. It's just held on by two clips. Set that aside. We're going to just want to clean this up real good before we put it back on. Next, you're going to want to get a ratchet with an extension and a 3/16 Allen head. And you need to remove the bolt on your front turn signal. Then you'll need to remove your speaker grills, which you can easily just pop out from inside the fairing here. You'll then need a T27 Torx wrench, or I prefer to use a socket. T27 Torx. And you'll find a screw right inside the speaker housing. Then you'll need the T25 Torx bit to remove the lower screws on the spoiler of your fairing. Now, depending on what other accessories you've added to your fairing, just make sure that there's no wires connected, because at this point your fairing is loose and you should be able to just pull it right off. So at this point you can get your T25 Torx bit again and remove your headlight bezels that secure your headlight in place on each side. Now if yours are stock, it's just going to be black here. And obviously if you previously had any vent screens in, you're going to want to pop them out. Alright, so our next step is to install our new dynamic LED vent inserts. Now it should be pretty easy to tell which side is right and which side is left, but if you do get confused and need a little help, it does say right inside here. There's an R for right and an L for left, obviously. So we're just going to peel open this packaging. Now you're just going to want to make sure that this wire isn't in the way anywhere. And then we're just going to reinsert the factory headlight bezel screws. Now when you do this, I urge you not to tighten these down overly too much. There's not much risk of them coming out or anything like that. And do not over tighten them whatever you do, because you'll crack the plastic on your headlight bezel or your dynamic LED trim. So we just want to snug them down about finger tight. So our next step is going to be to just plug in this little wiring harness here. Now I don't want you to be alarmed if you don't have quite as many wires here as I do. The thing is, here I've got a lot of lights on my bike, so that's kind of where we're at. But you can just plug that in. This extra plug-in is for the blinkers on the fairing, so we don't need to worry about that right now. And then what you want to do is just take those zip ties and kind of organize this wiring a little bit, clean it up. I've already got this side plugged in, so as you can see we've got all this wiring. We're just going to kind of tidy it up and then just zip tie it along pre-existing wiring. That way we know it's out of the way and we're good to go. Alright, so I think the wiring's probably pretty good. Good enough anyways. So now we're going to see this thing start coming together. I'm going to put the front fairing back on. I'm going to put a couple of the windshield support screws in just to secure the fairing while I put it together. And we're basically just reversing the process. So now I'm going to put these screws on the spoiler part of the fairing. Alright, so once the fairing is in place, now is a good time to plug in your signal lights. And let's just check these. Probably actually wanted to check these a little bit sooner than this, like before you put the outer fairing back on. But let's just check it out. Looks like they're working. Let's go right. Let's go left. Let's go hazards. Okay, so they all seem to be working just fine, so let's go ahead and finish this process. We can back these screws out a little bit now, or all the way rather. They were just there to kind of hold the fairing on until we got it in place. And before we are done, we need to perform a BCM sync. Now, I think everything seems to be working just right, but just to make sure, let's follow the instructions completely. I always do the BCM sync when I do custom dynamics videos or any lighting videos. If you've seen them, you know that. People have asked me about it before. Super easy. Turn your ignition on. Turn your four-ways on. Turn your ignition off. We're going to wait 3 to 4 minutes and just let these flash. Once the 4 minutes is up, I'll come back and show you how to end the BCM sync. Alright, so let's call it good enough. Say it's been 4 minutes, give or take. I think it's fine. Turn your ignition back on. Turn your hazards off. Turn your ignition off. That's how to complete the BCM sync. Alright, well, once you get that all dialed in and things snugged up, that's about it. You are finished with this project. All that's left to do is take a look at it and see what it looks like with some lights off. Alright, so there you have it. That's how to install the new dynamic LED vent inserts from Custom Dynamics. Once again, this is part of their ProBeam line. Very, very cool. Stick with Touring Midwest for the latest and greatest from Custom Dynamics. They're hooking me up really well, so Custom Dynamics, I thank you for that. Thank you for letting me share this with my viewers. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What's your opinion on this stuff? Or how you think it looks. I think it's really, really cool. Very, very excited to have this project done. I think it looks super clean. It's a really easy install. If you like this video or you found it helpful or informative, or if you're just super excited about the new dynamic LED vent inserts from Custom Dynamics, please give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It would be very, very cool. If you haven't done so already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. You can easily find that by clicking on this logo that's going to pop up right here. And if you'd like to see another video from Touring Midwest, you can check out this one over here, or here's one that YouTube thinks you might like. That's very great. Thank you very much. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you in the next video from Touring Midwest. I'm going to walk you through the process so you can install it yourself.